So, what I want to take is because I'm most
Sure.
familiar too with that song.
Sure.
I was thinking, first of all, have you done a lot of theater before?
Well, I do Toastmasters. I just enjoy
It feels natural for you,
to
though,
do
right?
something.
Yeah, to express
To
it.
express something. I love that about women, that they're expressive.
Right.
Maybe when they're yelling at you, all right, all right already.
Well, okay, and so what I'm hearing is I'm listening to like what you're doing in the sense of your expression, even outwardly and stuff, is really great. What I think though is that there's more actual voice there that I would love to hear come out, even a little bit in volume, but even in just the sense of really filling up that voice. Because when you speak, you have more of a commanding voice about you. You're not timid. No, but that's good. And I just think in the
Okay, don't say
singing.
mean things.
No. But I want you to think about what's actually music-wise, that tone that's coming out, that it's really supported. Now, I'm going to start with one thing because this is what I saw with posture.
Sure.
And I know you got to look at the words, so that's fine. But I want you to make sure that this isn't going too far forward.
Okay.
Because because that going forward, you know how we talked about that in the first week or two, where it's like that can even affect it cutting off the sound a little bit. So, I'm going to put this close to you, but can you start from Little Boy News or wherever you were?
Sure.
Okay.
Little boy kneels at the foot of the bed, droops on his little hands, little gold head. Hush, hush, whisper who dares, Christopher Robin is saying his prayers.
Okay, so even just with that much, now even that, you had a little bit more energy into the actual sound, but I think even breath-wise, there's more that can support it. So, I'm going to come behind you. I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I do it. I want you to be freaked out. What I want you to do is, when we think about our breath and our lungs are filling up, and the rib cage has to support those lungs filling up and then also letting it out so it doesn't all cave really fast, okay? There has to be some resistance of the muscles for it to hold the rib cage. I'm going to push on you, and you're going to need to resist me. I'm going to push on your back, and you need to resist what I'm doing while you're singing. Okay? I'm going to push hard.
Okay, all right.
Okay? So try from the beginning. Little boy, ready?
Well, let me start here because this.
Okay, God bless Mommy.
I don't seem to reach these notes that
That's
well.
okay. So I am going to push hard, so make
Okay.
sure you're resisting me, okay?
Okay.
Go.
God bless Mommy, I know that's right. And wasn't it fun in the bath tonight with the cold so cold and the hot so hot? God bless Daddy, I quite forgot.
Okay, I know that feels weird, sorry. But
It's just I'm trying to push you over.
right, no, that's good. Let me ask you, was it harder to sing or was it about the same?
Well, you would suppose it'd be maybe a little easier, huh?
Well, what was it for you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know that it was harder. It was kind of gave you something to work with.
Yeah, and let me ask you about as far as the volume and stuff that came out. Was it more? Yeah. There's a sense of that I think you've kind of gotten used to just, and like I said, I don't want to take away from the expression that's happening,
Sure.
but I think there's got to be a little bit more of a oomph in what's supporting that, instead of just God bless Mommy, God bless Mommy. In fact, I want you to think as though you're going to have to let that out. I know he's praying.
Sure.
He's not like shouting,
Sure.
but I want you to think of it as if you had to get it to those people back there. And what I'm not going to push on you this time, but what I want you to do is keep on your toes almost of that sense, okay? So can you try from that part again?
Sure, love to.
God.
God bless Mommy, I know that's right. And wasn't it fun in the bath tonight? With the cold so cold and the hot so hot. God bless Daddy, I almost forgot.
Now that's not hard, is it?
No.
No. I think if you can focus on a little bit more of that oomph, that when you're singing, that you know how we had to hold it, our breath for that long? That's what needs to happen. You've got plenty of breath, and you need to just give a little bit more as you're doing it from your rib cage. And I would even say, I still want you to think you're still wanting to do a little bit more that way versus this way. Can you let your shoulders relax for a minute?
Right.
And again, even with engaging your shoulders or your hands, make sure that you're doing it in a sense where this part of your body feels tall, so that it doesn't become this leaning over.
Instead of here, they'd be back here maybe.
Yeah. I think it's almost, and I know I said on your toes, but I'm going to recant that for a second. I think you almost need.
The upper part anyway.
Yeah, yes. I want you to think a little bit more so that it's more this way that you're approaching it, almost as if you were, on your tiptoes or something.
Throwing your body out more instead of maybe your arms. I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like this happens forward a little bit too much.
Like
Can you try? I'm gonna actually have you do this. This sounds weird, but I have you do this once. And your head up, and I want you to sing the same thing. God, ready?
God bless Mommy, I know that's right. And wasn't it fun in the bath tonight? The cold so cold and the hot so hot. God bless Daddy, I almost forgot.
Yeah. Anyway, we could go on, but my point is, this is just to help you with keeping your posture at a place there, so you can actually play with that this week. Of just trying to feel, what does that feel like? Okay, now when I let my hands down and I'm going to be doing stuff with my hands, can I think of this part of your head in the same way?
So this part stays tall right in here,
Yes.
and not like this, not like
Right.
this in a fighting stance.
Right. It's true.
More of a, yeah. You sometimes think of it as a kind of a pompous stand, don't you?
Yes.
Don't stand like that.
You know, I had my teacher in college, my first teacher, I just wasn't used to, I was very shy, especially before college, and I wasn't going to be walking into rooms like this. That's just not, I would be more like, let's start the edges of the room, and, but it's a sense of, it's not trying to be arrogant, it's just trying to keep your body in line where you need it. And actually, if you stand like that, whether you feel confident or not, it'll